So when I was dating my wife, I think we were engaged as of the time. I went to visit her in Hall. She went to Hall Medical School, and I spent a couple of days. But it was something she was doing. She would go out and buy groceries and come back, and I didn't give her money. She did it the first time. I was feeling like Abby babe. So I will now say, hey, you're back. Welcome. Because I came to visit her, so I wasn't going anywhere. I was in the house. She's the one that will go out and come back. It wasn't sitting down well with me. So one day I called her, and she doesn't see anything wrong with it because, you know, she's Oyibo background. She was born and brought up there. Independence is their second name. They don't understand when somebody is paying their bills or providing. She has never understood it. I called her because the Igbo man in me rebelled. I said, see, this thing you're doing, don't try it again. As long as we are in this house, if you want to go and buy bread, ask me for money. Because you see, there is something in a man. Some call it ego, but there is something that God has put in a man to provide.
Guys, our Nollywood actor William Uchemba reacted on the viral video of a young business, in fact, a breadwinner that the husband abandoned, Japa, leave her and her children, 2 kids, and Japa after he has helped her to squander all the whole money that she had as a breadwinner that she was then. So you guys, our Nollywood actor Uchemba has something to say about that particular video. Okay, according to him, say there is a lot of red flag that the girl saw all this while, but she never took it as a red flag. Not only that, that no man, that a man that stays at home and sees his wife be the one to be a breadwinner and be comfortable about it, it should be a red flag. That thing is not good. It's not in the nature of most especially men, especially an African. Come put him. In fact, he used himself as an example when he married, when he fianced his fiancée. I'm gonna let you people to watch this video with me because that was actually the video was something else, and it's a lot an eye opener for so many women. You know, for you to be comfortable, you be the one to be a breadwinner, and then like I keep wondering, people, you see some men, they will say, what do you bring on the table? See a woman that is bringing something on the table. No. Now look at what they did to her. Anyways, watch this video with me.
You see, there is something in a man. Some call it ego, but there is something that God has put in a man to provide. I don't know what it is, but there is a man is built to not just protect, but provide. Ladies, pay attention. If you're courting or dating somebody that is comfortable with being jobless because you have a good job, run. Is a red flag. And the reason why that is because when God created Adam, the first thing God gave Adam was a job. Go and read Genesis. Then when Adam was working, because all locally the job was too much, Adam told God said, it is no good for this man to be alone. Let us give him a helper. So one of the primary purpose of a wife is to help, to support what the man is doing, not to be a breadwinner or a provider. Now, don't get me wrong or misquote me. There is nothing wrong with a woman. Maybe the husband was laid off work and they are looking for work, or the husband is trying this new thing and he has not paid yet, and she has a job and she's supporting. That is fine. There is nothing wrong with that. But you see that one that the man is now comfortable with being, because you have a good job, red flag, run. There is something wrong with that. Because a normal man is not supposed to go without having that thing in him, checking him to provide for the wife. And this has nothing to do with, oh, when we marry, he will change. Listen, I have been married for 3 years. Next month, November 21st, makes me 3 years of my, I'm still very young in this thing. But you see, my little 3 years, one thing I have come to realize is this: anything your partner used to do before marriage only amplifies and multiplies after marriage. So if he used to be on his phone for 30 minutes before marriage, after marriage he'll be on his phone for 5 hours. So he's beating you now. Yeah, you guys are still dating and cutting, and you say he will change. He promised he will change when we marry. When you marry and enter that house, the house, do you know why? You cannot change what you did not create. You cannot change a man. You cannot change a human being. What changes people is when the Spirit of God rests on them and they begin to have change in character. So when you think you can change your partner when you marry, you're joking, my friend. So marriage is a journey. You don't marry because, oh, she used to give me something or he used to give me something, and you know that that is not going to be your permanent state. But you now marry based off of sentiment of where you are. And because you marry based off of where you are, the person you married has no business with your destiny. So you now marry, you now say, this is not the man I used to know, because he has expired in your hand. His job was supposed to help you at that particular time of your life and leave you. Not everybody that comes to your life is for dating. Not everybody that comes to your life is for marriage. Now the person now leaves, or God takes the person away, and you start feeling suicidal. That is not how it's done. Now, I'm saying this because I saw a video of a young woman. You can tell. When you see genuine people, you know. It's always good to hear the both sides of the story. But any man that will abandon his children, let's say you have a problem with your spouse, but you see your children, the one but you have the heart to now leave your children, there is something wrong with you. But I don't blame him, I blame the woman, because you must have seen traits of these things, but you neglected it. So women, I'm pleading, forgive me, my voice is going high, and men, don't marry based off of what you're seeing. Take that person back into the place of prayer. I don't see, but you see these men that are comfortable without job, they are fine, and they prefer the woman going to work and bring food. Run.
So you guys have heard what our Nollywood actor Uchemba said. Like, this thing is just pure. It's a red flag. And I wonder how some men behave. Like, you just abandon your kids and run away just because maybe you're feeling not being man enough, or what, or you're not comfortable, or your ego is not there. You should have done it in a better way by telling your wife instead of abandoning your kids. At least instead of using the corner way to deceive her, telling her that you're traveling out, you're going for a business project, and then only what you could do is to send her a message, tell her that you have cut off the DC. According to that woman's story, or that Uchemba Williams is responding to. I don't is responding to. Okay. Yes, like women just have to be careful. Don't rush it. Rushing it into marriage, you have to look at, especially if you're a wealthy one, the one that is being, you're comfortable, you're financially stable. That does not mean that you go and marry somebody who is not financially stable. You don't hear them say man has ego on their own and they are meant to provide. And when they are not providing, and anyone that feels comfortable with he or she, him is not providing, then something is wrong with him. And